Hi, Mark here from Lydian Stream. Here we are at the end of 2017, and I wanted to share with you a couple of quite silly mistakes I made during the year when buying musical equipment. Hope it helps you not to make the same mistakes. Here we go. So mistake number one was not checking correctly the specifications I needed on a new sound card for my computer system. I went online, went to eBay, found something that I thought would be appropriate. As I said before, I didn't check, ended up with this, which is completely useless to me, incompatible with my system, and if any of you want it, give me a call. Chances are it's not going to be compatible with your system anyway. M-audio interface, oxytone, all just for you. To make this guy work, I'd have to go and get all sorts of weird drivers and codes and stuff. Mistake number two, buying instruments cheap. There are certain instruments in the market which you can trust even at a low price. Guitars, keyboards, certain basses, because they're in such high demand, they can allow the prices to come down and still make a profit, the companies. But there are certain instruments where that's just not the case. For example, a few months ago, I decided I wanted to buy myself a new harmonica, a chromatic harmonica. These are expensive instruments, 150, 200 pounds. I didn't want to spend that much money. So I went online, did some research, found a company that got pretty good reviews from users, bought it. It cost me about 30 to 40 quid or something. And sadly, it's a piece of junk. It doesn't work already. I've only had it like 6 weeks or so. It's rusting up, it's clogging up. This little bit here, which is the most important bit, makes a bunch of noise and doesn't work properly. So certain instruments you can trust even if they're low cost. Certain instruments you just can't get away with buying cheap. I should have spent 150 quid or nothing at all. Don't make that mistake. Point number three, here's something that could have been a mistake, but by sticking to very tight guidelines that I'd given myself, it became a calculated risk instead of a mistake. During the year, I realized that I have to buy an electric guitar. I'd been borrowing other people's guitars for projects I've been involved in. The projects are ongoing, I have to buy a guitar. Instead of just making the same silly mistake I made with the sound card, I spent my time understanding what kind of guitar would work for me, researching online, giving myself a very specific budget with a little spare so that in case I needed to do any work on the instrument, I would have the money to do that. It took me 3 or 4 months until I found the instrument I wanted that really suited my needs. Had it delivered, was wonderfully delighted to realize that I'd bought a really good instrument. It's in the budget. I feel good about buying it. I spent time choosing it, and it's going to serve me really well in the coming years. So when you're buying online, there's a difference between making a mistake or just being spontaneous and buying without thinking and taking a calculated risk. So hope you can learn from my mistakes. See you next year in 2018. Wishing you only the best of stuff, and let the music lead.